So at this point, you probably already know that we are strong advocates for the awesome cuisines from Guizhou. With the multiple dishes from there, be it street food egg wrapped mashed potatoes, or the incredibly flaky and fluffy baozi, or jiggly spicy rice tofu. But there's another factor that we haven't talked about that is how xiafan, which is good with rice, Guizhou cuisines. It's often bold, spicy, with very interesting ways to put humble ingredients together into one delicious bite to go over your rice. It's our house staple when we are cooking at home, so this time we want to show you 3 dishes from Guizhou, introducing you to the immense xiafan ability stemming from the tasty food from that province. So today we'll cover a spicy pork liver that's fried up with Guizhou fermented chili Zaolajiao, and a crispy pork belly that's fried up with a lightly fermented soybean, and finally a spicy corn with tomato and chili. So first, let's make our pork sliver with fermented chili, Zaolajiao 炒肉丝. Here is a bottle of Zaolajiao pickled chili from Laoganma. It's called pickle on the bottle, but it's actually fermented. Zaolajiao is a widely used ingredient in Guizhou cooking, and it bears some similarities with the Duojiao, that is chopped chili from the neighboring Hunan province. Generally speaking, Zaolajiao from Guizhou tends to be mellower and sourer, and Duojiao from Hunan tends to be saltier and spicier. Some Asian supermarkets carries this product, or you can also buy it online. If you see a jar like this, you can pick one up as it works really well in stir-fried dishes. Or alternatively, you can also make your own following our videos up here. Compared to the home fermented sort though, Laoganma is a little bit more on the chunky side than pasty side. So what we like to do is finely mince ours at first. This will make it a bit easier to incorporate and sting our oil. There's going to be a bit of liquid in there though, so to avoid popping, try to grab more of the paste and less of the liquid that seeped out, but no need to be too paranoid. After that, we'll also mince up a ½ inch of ginger together with 2 cloves of garlic, and for this dish, we like ours quite finely minced. Now from that base, the essence here is you can Zaola anything. You can see Zaola steamed fish or Zaola braised rice tofu. So definitely just use up whatever that's in your fridge and make your own. But for us, we'll be using 200 grams of lean pork and cut it into slivers to maximize its over-riceability. Just toss that to a bowl, then marinate with a ¼ teaspoon salt, ½ teaspoon sugar, ½ teaspoon cornstarch, 1 teaspoon Laojiao aka Shaoxing wine, a ¼ teaspoon dark soy sauce, give that a good mix, and coat it all with about a ½ tablespoon of oil. Then to fry, as always, first long yao. Get your wok piping hot, shut off the heat, add in your oil here about a ¼ cup, and give it a swirl to get a nice non-stick surface. Then flame on maximum, add in your pork pieces, break up your slivers with a pair of chopsticks and stir fry for about a minute or until the pork changes color, then remove. Then remove about 1 or maybe 2 tablespoons of that oil, and over a low flame now, add in the chilies and start to slowly fry. After about a minute or two, it should have been basically steam the oil, so then add in the minced aromatics and fry those until fragrant, about 30 seconds, and now up your heat to high. Now at this point, we'll be adding the white part of 2 stalks of green garlic. This thing, which we separated out earlier, and gently smash the white part and then cut the green part into inch sections. And you can swap this with scallion if you can't find green garlic. And also don't forget to add in 2 dry chilies, which in this case we completely forgot while it happens. So now a quick fry. Then swirl a tablespoon of either baijiu or Shaoxing wine over your spatula and around the size of the wok. Then add back in the fried pork, and after another quick mix, swirl in a ½ tablespoon soy sauce in the same way. Brief fry, then season with a quarter teaspoon each of MSG and dark Chinese vinegar, and a good sprinkle of white pepper, green part of the green garlic or scallion in, quick 15-second mix, and out. And now this saucy and spicy pork sliver is ready to go over your rice. Next, let's fry up the crispy pork belly with lightly fermented soybean, 豆豉炒油渣. If you know Chinese food, you'll probably already know of the fermented black soybeans, aka 豆豉 or 豆豉 in Cantonese. And here comes the twist. There are so many other types of 豆豉 in China. And in this case, in Guizhou cooking, if people are using 豆豉 as a ingredient in a dish instead of a condiment, they will usually use this kind of lighter fermented ones instead of the black ones that most people know of. Well, before you go on to an impossible ingredient hunting journey, there is actually something that's quite similar and widely available in the West, which is Japanese natto. And conveniently, some Guizhou 豆豉 and Japanese natto are both fermented with Bacillus subtilis, thus bringing similar qualities. So you can just get some Japanese natto, preferably medium green or larger, so that you can still have a bite after stir frying, and preferably something that's original flavor without seasoning like kombu. But if all you can get is the ones that's seasoned, that's also okay. Just maybe adjust the salinity at the end according to your own taste. So here we have 2 servings of natto, or about 80 gram. Medium green, there's no prep needed, and we'll fry it directly in a bit. But let's prep the pork belly. Here's 400 gram, and we are gonna slice them into about 3 milliliter thick pieces like this. And then we need to fry them till crispy. So first, long yao. Get your wok piping hot, shut off the heat, add in the oil, here about 1 tablespoon, then give it a swirl to get a nice non-stick surface. Heat on medium first. Toss in your pork belly, add in a quarter teaspoon salt and a pinch of white pepper for base flavor. Quick mix, and let it fry on medium till it changed color and the oil starts to become clear again. Then, turn the heat to medium-low and we'll patiently render out the oil. This is basically the same process as rendering lard, so if you have some crispy pork bits from lard making, just totally use it in this dish. In fact, this dish is just a way that people trying to use up the leftover pork bits from making lard. So, when things start to turn golden brown like this, push the meat to the side of the wok, let the oil drain, then take them all out and set aside. Now scoop out most of the lard and you can use it in other stir-fry dishes or mix it with noodles. Just leave about 2 tablespoons worth inside, and now we can start frying the natto. So heat on medium, dump in the natto and start frying. There's that classic natto slime and it will feel like a mess at the beginning. Don't panic, just keep on frying. And about 3 minutes later, the sticky strings will form into a gloop. Now just take that bit off, toss it, or give it a taste if you're curious. So now just keep on frying the natto till it's kind of crispy and the greens can easily fall off like this. Turn the heat to medium-high, add in the aromatics. Here's the white part of 1 stalk of green garlic smashed and 2 cloves of garlic sliced into pieces. Also, add in 4 xiaomila dry chili cut into half, or any spicy chili that you have. Give the aromatics a fry till it starts to get fragrant, then mix it with the natto. Next, swirl in a teaspoon of Laojiao, aka Shaoxing wine. Quick mix, add in the crispy pork belly, give it a mix, then swirl in a teaspoon light soy sauce. Another quick mix, then season with an 1/8 teaspoon each salt and MSG, plus a quarter teaspoon sugar. Give it a mix, toss in the green part of your green garlic or scallion that's cut into an inch section. Mix, heat off, and out. And with that, your crispy pork belly with lightly fermented soybean, it's done. And it's very, very addictive. And finally, our spicy corn stir fry with tomato and chili. So in Guizhou, they will use the local waxy corn that got a nice bite and less sweet than regular corn. And after a quick Google, it seems like in the US you can get something similar in a frozen cooked form. But for the ease of international replication, we are going to use sweet corn here. We tested, it tastes great, so here we go. Now, this one's that simple. Just get 1 ear of sweet corn, cut the kernels into a big bowl like this so that we can keep things tidy. Then give it a couple rinse to remove the hard fibrous bits. Now just strain and set aside. Next, take 1 tomato, stick a chopstick into it, and then grill it over a medium flame. This is to mimic roasting tomato in ash like they do in Guizhou, and this makes it easier to peel. So when the tomato skin is blistered and shrunk, set it aside. And then we'll do the same with 3 green chilies. Preferably use something that's spicier to balance the sweetness of the corn, like serrano or jalapeno. Again, stick a chopstick into it, roast it over medium fire. Once it's nice and blistered, take it off. Now back to our slightly cooled off tomato. Just peel off the skin, core it, and remove the seeds for a better texture. Then cut it into roughly corn kernel sized pieces, set aside. And again, the same with our chilies. Peel off any loose skin that's hanging out, then move the stem and seeds and dice it also in the same kernel size. And now we can start cooking. First things first, Laoganma. Add in the oil, about 1 tablespoon here, and then add in the aromatics. Here we have 2 cloves of garlic and white part of 1 scallion, both minced, and 2 dry spicy xiaomila chili, cut in half. Heat on medium now. Fry it till fragrant, then add in the tomato. Fry it for about a minute, then throw in a teaspoon of Laojiao aka Shaoxing wine. Give it a quick mix, and then add in the corn and mix them together. Now add in about 3/4 cups of water, or basically enough that's at the same level as the corn, plus a 1/4 teaspoon salt. Once it's at a boil, cover and turn the heat to low and let it cook for 8 minutes. The cooking time will be different, depends on different kinds of corn that you are using. If you are using sweet corn or the frozen cooked ones, then the cooking time will be 8. But if you are working from fresh waxy corn, then the cooking time will be 15 minutes and you will at least need 1.5 cup of water. But today for us here, it's 8 minutes. So after that time, just come back, throw in a teaspoon of light soy sauce and season with 1/8 teaspoon MSG, toss in the green chili, quick mix, and finally the green part of 1 scallion, mix and out. And now this very Xiaofan corn dish is also done. So right, today we show you 3 dishes to demonstrate the immense Xiaofan ability of Guizhou cuisine. In fact, there are so many more dishes in Guizhou food that's born to be a rice killer. Just look over a fast food counter on the Guiyang street. There's just so many dishes and flavor profiles that's just perfect on top of a bowl of white rice. So right, as always, check out the recipe in the description box. A big thank you for everyone that's supporting us on Patreon. And of course, subscribe for more Chinese cooking videos.